Hey everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age. So here I am minding my own business, checking out the area that we're currently in. A lot of people freaking out about our little friend Blackwall here. And I don't know if this is a timed thing or what have you, but it seems like seriously people are really anxious about Blackwall. So I'm really hoping that it's not too late. But we're gonna go and see right now. We can come back here after, figure out whatever else is going on there. But yeah, I would like to, if possible, save Blackwall. I don't know what that means because everyone's freaking out. I'm nervous now. But I guess we're about to see how this goes down. Uh-oh.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Oh no. Are we gonna watch this?
Well, this is grim.
Yeah.
Proceed.
Stop!
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Oh, shit.
Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall.
What?
I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
Are you serious?
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
What? Is that... what? Speak to Rainier in his cell. Is that... okay, it's still here. I've got questions. I need answers.
I trust you've heard what befell Roderick at Haven.
Those who had been cast down, the demons...
You have, of course, notified the stakeholders.
They
Salutations.
are expecting your tariffs. No, I cannot say.
I can kind of see why everybody's all about this right now. Who's this for? Oh, for Blackwall. Well, that gives me hope that we can still... I don't know if the right word is save him.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
Oh my god. I had no clue, like...
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am. Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
I don't know, man.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
So, okay, that's not super revealing.
Yes.
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed. Why?
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question. Just as your men trust you.
Yeah, but...
Our men follow me because they believe our cause is righteous.
They believe it because that's what you tell them.
My reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Heirs. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
Oh, why did you have to do this? The thing is, like, I honestly... I don't know, it's tough. I kind of think that he has had this guilt hanging over him for so long that he's been trying to kind of atone for that, and I don't know if... I don't know.
That shouldn't be how wars are fought. There's no need.
War is unfair, and the sky is blue.
You got that
You're
right.
There was no need for what I did.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing. A waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me.
He must have saw something in him.
Chavan for the joining. But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a dark spawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
I do, like, I feel like he's quite remorseful.
Not saying I disagree, but Blackwall clearly thought you were worth saving.
Like, he saw something in him.
No one should have died for me. He would have wanted me to carry on to Valchavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there was no proof that I'd been recruited. The I didn't kill him.
Hence...
I couldn't go to the wardens.
Yeah, okay.
But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
So, who exactly are you?
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army.
Okay.
Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
And what about Mornay?
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command.
Okay.
He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
It's a tough scenario here because I do feel as if, I don't know, he's never really wronged us. I have no reason to, you know, like, yeah, you fucked up, but how long do you penalize somebody for that? He eventually came clean. I don't know.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
Please line up with what he told us.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army.
Okay, that's good.
Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters.
That's not good.
He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
So... Has she been sitting on this?
Let me guess. Our spy master had this lying around somewhere, didn't she?
It would have been difficult for anyone to connect Blackwall to Rainier.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Even Liliana has something of a blind spot when it comes to wardens. What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
Huh, okay.
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
Because people change. Like, I totally see that.
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind, he had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
I say we get him out for sure.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Okay, order the advisors to find a way to release Rainier from prison. So, we're gonna have to go back to Skyhold. I wonder if we can tell him, like, hey, hold tight.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Order the advisors to find a way to release him. Okay, so let's see. Do we have... Alright, we'll head out of here and then we'll see if we need to go back to the war table. That kind of caught me off guard, not gonna lie. So, Blackwall's not Blackwall. Blackwall is Rainier. I wonder what he's gonna want us to call him. But I guess I'm trying to release him under the assumption that we're going to judge him. And I don't know what possible outcomes that's going to have. So, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. But in a way, I kind of feel like I get Cullen's first point where, you know, as a military command, he let down his men and he honestly kind of abused his power. But from the Inquisition's perspective, he's been super supportive. He's fought for us. He's, you know, may not be a true warden, but I mean, we treated him as such. He acted as such.
Inquisitor.
And I think, you know, I feel like he does genuinely want to move past that. And I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's clear up anything that's going on currently. Do I have anything? No. Alright.
It was interesting to see how much has changed in Halam Shiral. And so little. Madame Méprise is a fixture. The sun will grow cold before she retires.
Okay, so we have Tom Rainier's fate. If you think it worthwhile, we can have Tom Rainier, previously known to us as Blackwall, released from the Valrio prison in which he awaits justice. Keep in mind, Inquisitor, that he is wanted in Orlais for the massacre which claimed the lives of Lord Vincent Callier, general and staunch ally of Celine and all of Callier's family. I leave this in your hands. Okay, so we can use connections. I can request a special dispensation from the Orlesian throne, allowing Tom Rainier to be transferred to Inquisition custody. This may anger some, but after Halam Shiral, they owe us a favor. That's true. Secret. 2 problems, 1 solution. There is a traitor to our cause, a man similar in build and appearance to Rainier. We bind and gag him and have him take Rainier's place. He's condemned instead, and the world believes Rainier has paid the price.
I know it.
Ooh.
If I can help you any further.
That is dirty.
I appreciate it.
Or storm the prison with a small force and take Rainier into our custody. Valrio's prison guards will oppose us. We should be prepared for casualties. Shit. A traitor to our cause. The thing is, I kind of wish I knew what his outcome was in the first place. May anger some, but after Halam Shiral, they owe us a favor. Woo! Connections. The dispensation came, few questions asked. Okay. What passed in Halam Shiral is fresh in their minds. Rainier awaits your judgment. Okay. This is good. I think. An offer of help on their terms. A letter on dark vellum with obviously dwarven markings. A hole in the surfacer's precious sky, not our concern. But the thing that did it, if this Magister shit really brought the blight and the darkspawn, we're no friend of that. Follow these instructions and you'll catch your enemy sleeping. Tell your soldiers not to leave the main tunnel. That's your only warning. Binthus Warhelm Kal Sharak. The letter ends with a map to a cave system and the number of troops that can pass. They hold their secrets dear. Do as they say, no more, no less. They can have their secrecy, but we don't know the threat on the other side of the passage. I'd send double that to even a threat of Venatori. Potential relations with another Dwarven Tig would be far more beneficial than a minor strike at the Venatori. At the least, send ambassadors with our soldiers. No more, no less.
Inquisitor.
Aid those impacted by the Civil War. The Imperial Army will aid the Inquisition's forces against Corypheus, but they must also address lingering issues at home. Weaknesses in the Vale, no doubt heightened due to rifts, have resulted in demons on the road between Valforet and Montsemard. This would demand a call to action at the best of times. Unfortunately, the increased number of travelers on the roads, merchants attempting to restore trade and displaced civilians returning home after the war, has made the situation worse. The head of the Imperial Army has requested assistance from the Inquisition in subduing this threat. So Josephine suggests merchants often travel with armed escorts, but civilians require safe shelter. Could petition the Chantry for aid on their behalf, or a chance to solidify our alliance and prove ourselves their equal. A joint venture will also increase our understanding of Imperial Army structure and tactics. Go for it, Cullen.
All right.
Go for it. There's also a couple of these here that we had looked at. Playing to win. Contact has been made. There are others in service to Corypheus. They were promised immortality in the next world and share no action in this one. They cannot fathom abandoning their master, and therefore they cannot imagine me abandoning their master, and that is your opening. I can give you all of these people, but I promise there are names among them, but they will not act will not reveal themselves without a promise of victory that would warrant risking everything. Give me a target, Inquisitor. Place your people in obvious weakness, a true tactical blunder that would legitimately pain you. It must be thus. They will sense any falseness. Reveal your side and I will reveal the knife, and then you can take it and take them. That is my plan. I know what it looks like. Perhaps I have fooled you all along, and now I have simply asked you to grant me victory. But I play the game, Inquisitor. Will you play as well? It's a risk, but she's not one of them. Say the word and weakness will be known. Okay, Josephine. This is one we read earlier and I was debating, but we're gonna send her.
Inquisitor.
Or give her the task, I should say. So. Time for Blackwall here.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well,
yeah, we're aware.
You are aware of his crimes. It was no small expense to bring him here, but the decision of what to do with him is now yours.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. What did you have to do to release me?
Josephine called in a few favors. There are enough people out there who owe the Inquisition.
And what happens to the reputation the Ambassador has so carefully cultivated? The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really matter right now, because you're here, and that's better than rotting in jail.
Once the world is back to normal, no one will even remember this.
I'll remember. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
Ooh. Free to make amends for his crimes, okay. Give him to the wardens, or keep him in servitude. I mean, he seems like the type, like I've mentioned, I feel like he's atoning and he wants to atone. I don't need to own him, but I'm hoping he's willing to work with us if he's free.
You have your freedom.
It cannot be as simple as that.
Why not?
It isn't. You're free to atone as the man you are, not the traitor you thought you were, or the warden you pretended to be.
The man I am. I barely know him. But I have a lot to make up for. If my future is mine, then I pledge it to the Inquisition.
Boom!
My sword is yours.
Awesome.
If I'd said anything less, would an arrow from the rookery have snuffed me like a candle?
Take your post, Tom Rainier.
It's gonna be weird calling him Tom. With an H. But I'm super happy because I like this guy. Very, very happy that that worked out. So if we look at him here, let's see. Oh, he's still Blackwall. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting, but I'm stoked because we have our tank back. Let's give him a portion of the damage. You ignore part of the damage transfer from party. Yeah, awesome. That's really good. Or we could do nearby enemy. No, let's stick with that. Super happy, Thomas Rainier. The consequences of Blackwall's lie operation is available. Okay, we have our guys currently pretty busy. Before we wrap up here, let's see if we can craft anything awesome.
Where'd you learn to hammer?
Okay, so let's check out, because I'm greedy, let's check out staves. 71 to 79. Now, are these literally like the max? Like, I'm just gonna toss something in here and see. Like, that's not that great. So maybe what I should do is upgrade what I currently have in inventory. And by inventory, I mean my weapons. So the Bloodwake, we could attach a staff blade that I could... I don't know if I have one. I don't think I do. Let's take a little look-see. Yeah, we don't have any staff blades, but let's see if we can craft one. Staves. We got grips. Blunt edge. Here we go. Enchanter, apostate, or acolyte. These are tier 2s. Here's a masterwork one. And this is a tier 3 blunt one. Staff blade. So I'm thinking the tier 3, maybe the masterwork. Let's see. Barrier damage bonus, heals on kills, critical damage bonus, barrier damage bonus, 8% attack, barrier damage, heals, 9% attack, heal on kills, 13% damage. See, like, silk, I would rather save, like, something like this. It's 15% damage, sorry. It's 15% barrier damage, whereas this one's 13, and not quite as rare. Then, I mean, we could bump it up to 19%. These are just going to kind of layer, I guess. Do we want to go all barrier damage? It's not a bad idea. We could use something basic like lamb's wool, get up to 17. Or we could take some attack and some barrier damage, but the attack's minimal. We could just use more of the silk brocade. Dissolving head. Yeah, that works for me. So let's just do a little thing here. So if we go to the upgrades, or the modifications, I should say. So currently 96. This is all it's going to do is add that bonus. I shouldn't say all it's going to do, but that's great. We have plus 10 to spirit damage. We have masterwork imbued staff grip already. So that's cool. And the rune, I think we're good. I mean, we could go with one of these, but damage versus the living, maybe we should do that. Oh, right. But that's... do we lose the old rune that we had on there? Oh, look at this one. That's pretty amazing. Let's do it. It's gonna make us super powerful. I like it. I'm happy about it. Now, who else like needs an upgrade? Like, let's see, Cassandra. You've got that pretty well maxed out. This one, I think, no, she's got the runes in there as well. But we could look at the Silent Jenny, and we might, if the Silent Jenny could be upgraded using better grips and runes. Let's see what that compares to. Actually, we might want to do this. Just so I remember. The Sunbow is 127, Silent Jenny is 118. So 127 is kind of what we're looking for. Yeah, see, like, this is already way better. Versus specific types, of course. Could go here. But what I should do is go here can't just remove that one. Because once the runes are in, they're in, right? But we could remove the grip. Add it to the Jenny. Extra dexterity. Give the corrupting rune. And let's do it. Now it's at 140, so it is significantly better. Good. I feel like this is doing us well here. This is serving us well. There's an empty rune here. We could give him the master one. We could do that. But I'm wondering... I am wondering if... Let's start with Blackwall. Because I'm thinking, like, I'm going to take Vivienne, like, in serious battles. More so than I would take Dorian. And honestly, I'm very close to breaking up with Dorian. Because of his weird, glitchy thing that's happening. So... I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to handle that. Which one is Blackwall using again? The Axe of Green Edges. 166. It's unique axe. I think we might want to change that up. Maybe Serpent's Rage. Can get Berserk. Yep. Let's have him use this. We can give him a cleansing rune against Corrupted. He's going to be out there pretty regularly. So that's good news. Blackwall, take Serpent's Rage. Cole, you've got the Corrupting Rune. There's an empty one over here, but I think we might be out of runes now. She's got a Master Corrupting Rune in there already. Soulless, yeah, you're a bit behind the pack, but I don't feel like upgrading this specific staff that you have. And honestly, it's going to sound terrible, but you don't add a ton of value at this current moment in time, considering what we have. We could look at the two-handed. He's got a couple spaces for halves. Let's take a look at Varric here, because aiming module, we have number 2. Sturdy Bianca grip, we're good. Bianca arms, I think we have the best one. 4. We have a rune. We can only put it on a staff. So, I mean, I could give that to Solus, but do I really want to? Not really. And Iron Bull. I don't have a haft, but what if I make a haft and a pommel for you? I've got a firm pommel here that we could make. Constitution, strength, constitution. Some combination of the two. I like to use the things that are common that gives us a good return. Like, plus 8 constitution's pretty good for something that we have a lot of. And then... I'm liking the critical damage bonus. It's pretty high with that dragon skin. Or dragon webbing. Okay, perfect. And it was a haft, right? Yeah. So, a grip schematic. It's a tier 3. More constitution, more strength. Let's use the Everite for just massive amounts of strength. And then we could increase even the guard damage bonus, because we have a lot of the Pyrophyte. There you go. There you go. Okay. Pretty happy with the way all the weapons are looking. And now, because it's going to take a little while for our guys to finish up, there's not much I can do with the Blackwall scenario currently. So I think I'm going to head back. Let's see here. The Sarnia Quarry, I think we should head back there and make things happen. That's really cool, like the Blackwall thing, a little bit of a reveal, pretty gnarly. Yeah. Pretty insane, actually. Are we... Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, we're gonna head back here, and I'm gonna digest what just happened, and we'll see you guys next time. Oh, yeah. Well, let's decide who we want to take out. Obviously, Mr. Rainier, we're gonna take. We could take out... Let's take out Sarah with her red Jenny. And... let's take Vivienne.